in engaging in these fun activities, even if you don't find them fun or enjoyable at the start. If you keep doing these activities, eventually the fun and enjoyment will gradually return as your mood starts to improve. Consider the example of someone who used to love hiking, but has found it lacking appeal since they fell into depression. Remember, this is an expected result of the anhedonia that is often found in depression. So the key is to persist in engaging in these fun activities, even if you don't find them fun or enjoyable at the start. If you keep doing these activities, eventually the fun and enjoyment will gradually return as your mood starts to improve. Consider the example of someone who used to love hiking, but has found it lacking appeal since they fell into depression. Remember, this is an expected result of the anhedonia that is often found in depression. So the key is to persist in engaging in these fun activities, even if you don't find them fun or enjoyable at the start. If you keep doing these activities, eventually the fun and enjoyment will.
I didn't mean to wake you up.
Anhedonia, which is a loss of pleasure or interest in things that once felt meaningful. Anhedonia, which is a loss of pleasure or interest in things that once felt meaningful. Anhedonia, which is a loss of pleasure.
No, I got that.
Interest.
Yeah.
Ever wonder what my cat's doing?
When you've been very depressed for a very long time, it's incredibly normal to become addicted to anything that creates any kind of emotion within you, even if that emotion is not necessarily pleasant and the activity is not necessarily something healthy. Many people who experience depression get a symptom called anhedonia, which literally translates to the loss of joy, but it isn't always just joy. Anhedonia can be a complete emotional numbness, a void inside of you where your feelings should be. And so many people feel like this emptiness and this lack of emotion actually somehow feels even worse than feeling something that is unpleasant. And so when we find something that creates a feeling or creates an emotion or creates a sensation during a period of anhedonia, we often repeat that behavior over and over and over again, consciously or
Fucking Christ.
Because anhedonia has been such a difficult dimension to treat, and it's also linked to every negative health outcome we look at in depression, and it's also powerfully linked to suicidality. This won't actually surprise you. This was an analysis done by one of my grad students, and she looked at anhedonia and suicide and depression. And what she discovered, I think kind of resonates clinically, is that anhedonia can be conceptualized as consummatory or anticipatory. In other words, do I experience pleasure in consumption, interpersonal, social, family, food, so on and so on? Can I anticipate pleasure of the future? And she found it was the anticipatory anhedonia.
that was most linked to suicidality. That kind of resonates with me. I'm sure Aaron Beck, the great cognitive therapist, would maybe weave aspects of hopelessness into that. I get very concerned when I see patients who are hopeless, anhedonic, and lonely. On the topic of loneliness, that's something I'm going to come back to in a moment, because I think that's actually a major modifiable factor in our patients that I want to say a few more words about.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Because anhedonia has been such a...
The ironic thing about life is that
I'm so sick of the reels, actually. What I'd like to do is go home. So fucking boring.
High-functioning depression is really characterized by this sense of something called anhedonia, which is the inability to feel joy. And this can happen when we've been pushing ourselves for a long time. It can also happen if our body's just been stuck in fight or flight. You don't necessarily look depressed. We're not staying in bed. We're still able to function in the world, but we just don't feel like ourselves. I do know from my own personal experience and now working with several thousand people in a wide range of different chronic conditions, including things like depression, burnout, depletion, and chronic fatigue syndrome.
Sure.
That
According to psychology, feeling like you've lost interest in everything isn't just laziness or lack of willpower. It's often the brain slipping into a state called anhedonia, a core feature of depression.
I don't know, Connor. It's just really annoying. Everything online is annoying.
System built around dopamine no longer lights up as it should. Activities that once felt
My
exciting.
God. Why is the world oriented towards all this trash?
I want to talk a little bit about anhedonia.
Oh my God. Everybody's already talked about it. Like, we don't need a million people to talk about the same fucking thing.
Everything just feels so effortful, so difficult. So it makes it harder to do it. They feel less interested. They don't feel
Cool.
And then one day,
I don't know, Connor. What do you want to watch?
People with epilepsy don't want pity.
I don't have epilepsy. I don't know why a person with epilepsy would want pity.
I lost respect for a lot of people this year.
Jesus.
Not because they changed, but because I was fine.
Is there any real philosophy for why people would choose to not have fun rather than my dopamine's low, I feel suicidal, I don't feel like having fun? Okay, yeah, I'm depressed, I'm anhedonic. Okay, I get that. Those are the symptoms. Is there any fucking philosophy for why people would intentionally refuse to have entertainment, joy, fun, or pleasure? Rather than just we lost it. Is there not someone out there fucking talking about this? I don't want to see humans talk. I'd rather talk to DeepSeek because I'm so sick of fucking humans. This was all a psyop to turn me into a fucking sociopath, and fine, I guess that's just what happened. Maybe we'll just hate people if we get so attached to the AI. Then maybe we'll just get so fucking sick of people. Don't shit on the floor, please. If you're gonna shit, use the basket. It's not that complicated. If pleasure feels unpleasant, people won't want it. That's all there is to it. Then they will block it out, and then they'll get used to it, and then they'll live in a low dopamine state, and then they'll have anger and sadness and boredom, and they won't have any reason to wake up. What are you fucking eating? What did you get? What is that? What is that? Is it just apple? Okay, well, you have a piece of hair. Can I pull the hair out of your mouth? You have a piece of hair in your mouth, too. Can I pull the... Okay. The hair was the part I was going to pull out. This is really old apple. Do you want new apple? This is gross apple. This one is dry. You don't want this, do you? Do you want new apple? Fresh new apple? Okay, well then can you go to the basket, please? Go to the basket, please, so that I can get up. Go to the basket, please. Go! Where's a piece of shit that you dropped it down my shirt? Oh, thanks. Cute. We watched the fucking bird. Hey, Luna. Well. Well. Hey, pretty girl. Oh, Luna. Meow. Hey, Luna. Where'd you go? Hey, Luna. Meow. Hey, sweetie. Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. Meow. Hey, sweetie. Oh, Luna. What do you need? What do you want? Oh, my goodness, Luna. What are you doing, Luna? What are you doing, Luna? Oh, Luna. Connor, did you bite Luna? Can you stop biting her, please? She was nice to you. Please don't bite her. She didn't do anything wrong to you. Please don't bite her, Connor. Just learn already. Like, do you learn ever? Do you learn anything? Ever?